Okay, this year's dedicated memory of Rachelea Bas Rav Chaim Tzvi. We're going to continue what we were doing last time about bringing children into the holidays, things that you could do to help them understand and validate the holidays and enjoy them. We're going to start with Yom Kippur. Okay, Yom Kippur is hard for young children. The reason why it's hard is that oftentimes mommy isn't as available as they would like her to be. They want her to be totally available, like it's any other day of the year. She's fasting, and that in and of itself may be difficult, and some women go to shul at least some of the time. So what we're going to talk about now is this, first of all, this age, babies and very young children, and Yom Kippur. So obviously children of this very young age don't understand what Yom Kippur is. The most you could try to get them to understand is that this is a Yom Tov, and that Hashem, who gives us everything, Hashem wants mommy to fast and to rest. Okay, so since they can't possibly understand at a very young age, I'm talking about till 3, 4 maximum, they can't understand sin, consequence, forgiveness, any of this, okay, except on a very primitive level, which may be so distorted that I'm not sure it's worth even bringing in. Okay, saying that everybody has to say slicha, to who, for what, it can be very confusing at this very young age. But doing what Hashem wants shouldn't be that confusing. So what you have to do to make this work is to prepare yourself with bribes for the kids. So what that means is, since you know you'll be less attentive than normally, again, because you'll be fasting, you might want to do some davening, you might even want to escape a little bit to shul and have someone else with them some of the time. You have to have bribes. So the same way there are other preparations that you make for Yom Kippur. You have to see that you have a machzer. You have to see that if you are planning to go to shul, that you have a seat. If you're going to be lying down, that you have a bed. I feel like you have to have bribes. So it's a very good investment to buy whatever little games. It could even be a new ball. It doesn't have to be all that expensive or elaborate. A couple of new games, some food goodies that you disperse pretty liberally so that you could have Yom Kippur. Okay, let's move on to the next age in childhood, from 4 or so until 8. Now at this age, children can understand the concept of Yom Kippur. What's the concept that they could understand? All people invariably make mistakes. All mistakes could be fixed. There's a special way to fix it. The special way to fix it is called tshuva. Tshuva means going back. It means making it as though you didn't make the mistake. How do you do tshuva? So you have to admit that there's a mistake and be sorry that there's a mistake and not do it anymore. Kids that age could get it. And Hashem is so good that He erases the mistake. We can't do this. You could even show them that you can't do this. You could write on a page and you erase, and it doesn't look the same. It looks like the way a page looks when you erase pencil on it. You could say, we can't do it by itself. We can't make things the way they were before. But Hashem is so good and so special and loves us so much that He could make it exactly like before. So that's the basic thing that they could be told to understand. The next thing that they have to be brought into is that in order for us to deserve this, we have to try. Our trying is called doing tshuva. We have to try. So you could help the child. A 7-year-old could understand this. Think, did you make any mistakes? And you could help them if you have a good relationship and you could keep a smile on your face. Then you could even bring him back to some mistakes that could be corrected. Remember when Bubby came and we were all sitting at the table drinking, and she was drinking coffee and cake, and you ate her cake? That was a mistake, because that was Bubby's cake. So if she looked, she may have felt bad, but you know what? There's something you do to make her feel only good. What's that? I'll call her later today, and you'll say, sorry, I ate the cake, and Bubby will say, great, and then Hashem will make it, so it's as though you never ate the cake at all. Okay, now, you obviously have to get Bubby involved in this so she could be effusive enough, but you could do this. If a child has something serious that needs to be fixed, children this age sometimes steal, for instance, by telling them how good they are and how much Hashem wants to help them, you could get a kid to do tshuva. You could not only introduce them to the concept, but you could make it happen. So again, the key here is telling them how good they are and how